they've been there for a long time.
Right.
And they have an existing lease. You have to purchase it from them. So you can go and lowball them. You know, if the market rate is $500,000, I offer them $50,000. Let's see if you'll get their interest. That's the best I can do.
I don't want you to do anything. Here's the thing. I wouldn't offer the guy $50, much less $50,000. The market, I know you don't care. You told me you don't care. The market will bear what it bears, but this man has a failed business. You also said something interesting. He's been there for many, many years. It shows. His equipment is 25 plus years old. So if he doesn't retool, we'll be talking. You talk like a landlord, so I hope you are a landlord, in fact.
Oh.
Sam.
Who's this?
This is Danny D'Angelo. I'm calling on some commercial space. Interested in leasing it from you.
You have nothing available.
Well, available is might be a misnomer. This is a coin laundromat, if you're familiar.
Okay.
That's what I'm interested in, and I'll explain very briefly. I operate 36 of these laundromats myself. I'm not a broker or a salesman. I don't want to sell them. I do pretty well. And what I do is I scout these locations that are quote unquote existing with tenants. And when I see underperforming stores, I want to reach out to folks like Sam, see if and when I might be able to talk terms with you and lease the space. I know you have a tenant. God bless America.
They've been there for a long time.
Right.
And they have an existing lease, and you have to purchase it from them, the existing store. But you said the magic word, underperforming. So you can go and lowball them. You know, if the market rate is $500,000, I offer them $50,000. Let's see if you'll get their interest.
Sam, I appreciate what you're saying.
That's the best I can do.
No, I don't.
That's the best I can do.
I don't want you to do anything. Here's the thing. Do you own the building or you work for the landlord?
Doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I'm not going to disclose to a stranger on the phone.
I'm a stranger. My name's Danny D'Angelo. I'll send you an email.
It doesn't mean anything. How do I know that? In this time and world, man, with the AI, I don't even trust my wife at night if she's my wife or not, you know?
Listen and understand that Terminator is out there. It can't be bargained with. It can't be reasoned with.
Love it.
Anymore. It's like
Sam, if I could touch on two things that you said. As I've earned tens of millions of dollars with my laundromats over the past 21 years. I'm interested in the space.
Awesome.
I'm not in a hurry. I wouldn't offer the guy $50, much less $50,000. The market, I know you don't care. You told me you don't care. The market will bear what it bears, but this man has a failed business. You also said something interesting. He's been there for many, many years. It shows. His equipment is 25 plus years old. So if he doesn't retool, we'll be talking. You talk like a landlord, so I hope you are a landlord, in fact. And
he has not missed a
payment since he's been there. Good for him. Great.
No. A rent by a day, a day. If he missed ever in the last 20 years, he has not missed a rent payment.
Seems ironic to me that you're not interested in telling me if you own the building, yet you're interested in telling me personal information about your tenant, and that's fine. Hasn't missed a payment, has been there forever. Again, God bless America. The thing is, I'm not looking for anything to happen today. Someone calls you and wants to sell you a newspaper.
Danny,
man, you're in a hurry.
Disclose your name and you disclose
You're looking at my cell phone number.
It showed up,
Sam.
Exactly. I'm gonna put you on my contact list, and if an opportunity shows up, I'm gonna put a little description there saying that 36 laundry mat owner.
Lovely.
And he wants to get to, by the time I call you, maybe you'll be at 45. But if the time is right, I'll definitely contact you. How about that?
Appreciate it. No email for me?
Okay. All right. So I'll definitely put you on my contact list. If that time ever comes, Danny,
your email is on a sign in the plaza, Sam. Simi.
Okay.
I mean, I'll send you. Man, you're scared to death that somebody's going to suck you through the phone line, dude.
I'll be back.
Must be scary. Save my number.
Okay, so...
Goodbye. What a fucking dipshit. You know what? I love to negotiate with people when they have the proper wherewithal to shut the up and listen, right? That guy interrupted me from the first sentence. Did you notice?
Yes, I noticed.
Danny, let me tell you. Oh, in this day and age, I don't trust my wife has real vagina. It might be a sock under the bed. Is that supposed to be funny, dude? I don't know. Why would I call you and waste my time and yours? He's in such a hurry. Anyway, my kind of guy. I will send his dumb ass a canned email because you found, I mean, his number is on signage in the parking lot, is it not?
It is. And that last time I looked, which is about a month ago, that one washer was still stuck at the back, panels off, easy for a child to get hurt.
Yeah. Well, when that happens, we're in the same Google document. You can go ahead and do something like this. Kid could get hurt, and then literally highlight it, make it huge, and go bold, not bold, bold, not bold. You know, I'll see that while I'm talking to him if I'm in my office, which I am. And, you know, but with a guy like this, he doesn't care. He's just very, very rude. Then he plays around. I don't care. Well, why would you say you don't care? You should say you're happy. That's a totally different thing. I'm very happy with this tenant. That would mean something to me, but I don't care. I don't care. You want to go lowball him. Oh, thank you, Sam. Thank you for giving me that advice. I'm gonna lowball him. I'll get the, but that's the thing. I don't want anything to happen today.
I'm pretty sure this hot water heater's got a few more good years left in it.